welcome back. I just turned 24. That's officially mid-20s. Like 23, still early 20s. 24 is officially mid-20s. I'm really trying not to feel like I'm running out of time because I know that that's the kind of person I am. I'm just gonna feel that anyway. I kind of thought that maybe something good to do right now would just to be to look back on my 24 years of life. And what better way to do that than through the books that I read. Also, two things. This, I don't know where that came from. That just appeared today, like a couple hours ago. I think I was pressing my head against something to stop the headaches, and I don't know, it's very weird. So that's there for today. How fun. And this here, watermelon. So I'm just gonna be munching on some watermelon. It's very slurpy, very juicy. Thought it would be cute to reminisce. I've never realized how neon yellow this book is. To reminisce on all of the books that make me me. I'm gonna go from like age 1 to age 24 and kind of go through some of the books that I grew up with and that I enjoyed as a child and then as a teenager, you know, young adult, and now as a mid-20s person. Some of these, I don't remember my little kid books. Like, I don't remember many of them. So I've just remembered a few of them. But like, for example, my number 1 is not maybe a book that I read when I was 1, but it's one of the youngest books that I can remember. So I'm adding this as my number 1, age 1 book. But as we get further on, I can remember what books I've read at what times. But just for my little kid era, I don't really recall very much. Hello. I'm just filming a video about books.
I'll have all Nutella for the crepes.
Yes! Yay. Thank you. My dad just bought me tea in a Starbucks mug. Age 1, my very first book, The Little Yellow Digger. If you've ever read it, it's just a book basically about a little yellow digger. Yeah, it's very sweet. And weirdly one of the first books that we read as when I was younger. We're not like a farm family at all, but number 2, Dr. Dog. Again, pretty self-explanatory. It's just a dog that goes around this family that's like kind of gross. The dog's not gross, the family's gross, and he goes around this family diagnosing them with like nits and bumworms and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that was my parents' introduction for us to like healthcare and being sanitary, I guess. Probably just to being sanitary and looking after yourself, and doing it in the version of a dog. Number 3, Harry and the Bucket Full of Dinosaurs. This is a really sweet book about this boy like has dinosaurs in a bucket, would you believe? When I think about it now, I'm like, that's an autistic little boy, you know, his obsession with dinosaurs. So yeah, very cute, very adorable. Number 4 is The Magic Faraway Tree. I am so fucking excited for this movie to come out, I can't even tell you. With Andrew Garfield in it. So excited! Number 5 is Lady Longlegs. I'm a tall girl. I'm 5'11". My mum's a tall girl. My mum's dad and my mum's mum are tall people. It was a very high chance that I was going to be tall. So I think them getting that book for me was like, it's okay to be tall. You can be tall. Which is really sweet now that I think about it. Because, fuck yeah, being tall is great. I can reach things. Horrid Henry is number 5. I love those books. I used to listen to them on, this is showing how old I am, on tapes. To be fair, tapes were not popular. It was just my parents had tapes. So I'd listen to all the Horrid Henry on tapes on my radio. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory now was number 7. I love Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Any Roald Dahl book, I just love them. They're so good, they're so inventive, they're so funny. I love specifically Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And then the second one, They Go to Space, which not many people know. They don't even know there's a second Charlie and the Chocolate Factory story. They go in the glass elevator to space, to a space hotel. and his grandma becomes a baby. Anyway, number 8 is How to Train Your Dragon. These books mean so much to me, and now I'm like looking back, I realize that they are little kid books, and way more little kids than I think I was reading them at the time. But they get quite dark as the series goes on. The movies are really good, but they do not follow the plot to the books one single bit. I actually have dragon tattoos, and I loved dragons even. I wrote speeches on them. I loved them so much. And they were a really, really important part of my childhood. How to Train Your Dragon specifically, I think, was probably what started that series, that fascination. Number 9 is Geronimo Stilton, or even the Thea Stilton books, specifically the really thick hardcover ones. Thea Stilton was about the Thea sisters, which was a group of girl mice that would go on adventures, and the Geronimo Stilton thick books were him going on magical adventures, or like going back in time or whatever, and that was really fun. I loved those books. Number 10 is a really random one. It's Dread Pirate Fleur and the Ruby Heart, and the second one, but I don't know what the second one's called. I found this random book about a pirate called Fleur at a scholastic book fair, and it was like the one thing I've ever been able to buy from a book fair, and it was so good. It was about this girl whose like uncle is like a notorious pirate that everyone's scared of, and she has to pretend to be a boy. That's probably why I liked it, actually. So she goes and becomes a pirate, and honestly, it's so good. It was everything that I needed in that phase of my life. Number 11, going completely in the opposite direction, is the Dork Diaries series. I love those books. I don't know why, I just think they were so fun. Like, I didn't have a very dramatic childhood, like nothing super like, drama-wise happened in my childhood, I don't think, that I can remember. So reading these books kind of put me in a position where I was like, oh my god, drama's happening in my life. But it never did. Never actually happened. So those were really fun, really fun to read. I really, really, really enjoyed those. Number 12, and I know this one is getting to a point where I know that I read these pretty much at this age, is Eragon. I know that I read Eragon about the age of 12 and continued reading the series from then on. They are such a good series. Going back and reading it, I can see that Eragon specifically was written when Christopher Paolini was 16, because he was, and you can tell. But that doesn't stop the books from being really good and really entertaining. There's a new TV show coming out, I believe, on Disney Plus that oh my god, that would be so good, because the movie was so bad, and it just deserves a really good adaptation. I don't know if it'll get it, but I do want to watch it. But the Eragon series, that 4 Eragon Brazinger Inheritance, Eldest and Inheritance, they mean so much to me. They were the first big kid, thick, big books, like series that I ever read, and they really just hold a special place in my heart. Even if when I've gone back and read them, they're a little bit shit, they mean so much to me. Number 13 is the entire Narnia series. They are so special to me because what do you mean that they ruled a kingdom and then they had to go back to their normal lives? It just makes me so sad to even think about, and obviously it's like an allegory for war. Obviously, like, these people have gone to war and they've killed people, and then they have to come back to their normal lives where you're actually like 19. But I don't know, it's just so magical and poetic. And the first book, The Magician's Nephew, if you've never read it, is so weird. Like, it's an origin story of Narnia at place, but it's very, very, very weird. Again, there's a TV show coming out with Greta Gerwig is directing it, and I think that's going to be really, really, really good, because they are definitely they're starting with The Magician's Nephew, which I think is going to be a hard sell for people because it's weird. So starting with that is actually really brave, and I understand why they did the movies in the way that they did them. Number 14 is the entire Harry Potter series. My mom actually read this to us when we were really little. Like, she read us the entire series, and my dad, but mostly my mom. And they are so special to me. I love them. I can really say this about pretty much everything in this kind of age of my life. I like the Harry Potter series, and whilst J.K. Rowling is not my favorite person on the planet, the Harry Potter series is so near and dear to me because of just like, I think the time of my life that I was being read it. Number 15 is Percy Jackson. I love this series and I love the TV show. I really enjoyed those books. Just the whole thing, again, whole universe is just so fun. Okay, number 16, The Clockwork Angel series by Cassandra Clare, which is the prequel to the Mortal Instruments series. I didn't like the Mortal Instruments series. I literally think I read maybe the first one and could never get into the second one. Although I did like the Shadowhunters TV show. But Clockwork Angel series, I have never cried so much in my fucking life than when I read that series. 3 o'clock in the morning, bawling my eyes out. Just so good, like amazing. And then I didn't like the Mortal Instruments, so I don't really know what happened there. Number 17, The Cruel Prince. And on top of that, all of the other books that Holly Black has written. Specifically, the one with Oak in it. I can't remember, like Ren and Oak. Love that series. Those are probably, actually, I preferred those over the actual Cruel Prince series. But Cruel Prince is so fun. That universe is so fun. Jude, I imagined myself as Jude so many times. Like, she's so cool. I just wanted to be her so bad.
Editor Yolanda here. I forgot to put number 18 in. So I'm gonna put the 39 clues there. It's definitely not that age range for me to be reading them, but I love those books. I'm actually reading it in the photo that I put up showing me as a child, so that is number 18.
Okay, number 19. I definitely didn't read this at 19. I think I read this at like 16, but it's all good. We're mushing it together. It's totally fine. But this is probably my favorite book series of all time. The Six of Crows duology. The Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, such good books. Such good books. However, the Shadow and Bone series, I thought they were extremely mid. In fact, I would almost dare say that I didn't like them. But, hey, it's fine. It's all good. I don't have to like them. But the Six of Crows duology specifically, so good. The characters, amazing. The TV show, cancelled. Depressed. Number... I don't know anymore. I don't know what I just said. I think this is 19. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I really like this book. I read The Goldfinch by her. I did not like that book. It was really boring. It took me like 6 months to read, and I was only reading it out of pure spite that I'd already put so much time and effort into reading it that I was going to be mad if I didn't end up finishing it and putting it on my Goodreads. But The Secret History, now that's a fun book. Not the normal kind of book. This was one of the years where I tried to like branch out from books that I would usually read. Like, it's not as exciting as a fantasy book, but I am putting it in my list of 24 because how like it has genuinely kind of shown me a way that I can read books that I usually wouldn't. 21, Assassin's Apprentice. And to be fair, any Robin Hobb book. I loved the Assassin's Apprentice. I loved the next one, can't think of the name, but it's just really extremely enjoyable, fun, world building, character building, and setting. Like, it was just very medieval believability. 23, Just Kids by Patti Smith, who I didn't know was a singer. I thought she was only an author. And then like halfway through the book she goes, when my first album went platinum, I was like, what do you mean your first album? I thought you were an author. Turns out no, she is actually she's actually a singer. So I listened to her music whilst I was reading the end of her book. That's just a very fun book. Made me want to move to New York extremely badly, and made me want to be her even more. Oh, I skipped a book. 22, Circe. Now, I read The Song of Achilles. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite book, and I know people who say it's their favorite book of all time and they cried to it. I didn't cry once. But Circe, on the other hand, they really, really enjoyed. Mainly because I enjoyed the setting, and I enjoyed Circe as a character a lot more then I believe I enjoyed Achilles and Patroclus. Okay, and 24, so that's the book for right now, is Game of Thrones. We're taking it all the way back to fantasy books, epic fantasies, which, as you can tell, I'm a really big fan of. I do just really love a big epic fantasy book, and what's more epic and what's more fantasy than Game of Thrones? It does not inspire me one single little bit to watch the TV show, because I know that there's like an exorbitant amount of added violence and rape to the TV show, which I just think is the most ridiculous and honestly sickening thing. Like, it's not even in the books and you just go, I'm just gonna add it to my TV show for fun. What? It actually like maddens me that they've got this amazing huge TV show and they just added all of this violence to women for no reason, and it just is like, what is the point of this? And yet, like, I have things to say about it, to be fair. I do want to do a video review about it, but for the time being, that's all I'm saying. I enjoyed the book, never want to watch the TV show. So that is all of the books. This is, you know, what shaped me to be me. Dragons, fantasy, a very little tiny bit of literary fiction. Those are really who I am to a T. So yeah, now that I'm in my mid-20s, maybe I can even try and branch out a little bit more, but I've been pretty fairly consistent with the books that I enjoy reading for most of my entire life. Like even the Magic Faraway Tree, like that was number 4. That's a fantasy book. I hope you enjoyed. I'm feeling a little bit old, especially because now I have glasses, but only for reading. Only reading glasses, so it's totally fine, and I'm not old. But I do have some grey hairs now, which is cool and fun and unique, actually. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if any of these books are also books that have, you know, formed who you are as a person, I would love to hear about it, as well as if any of these books, you know, I've inspired you to want to read any of these books, because let me tell you, they're all brilliant and you should definitely all read them, because I don't think I would be the person that I am today if I hadn't read them. Bye!